Oh, yeah, we are here, guys. We are here. Yes, we are here. I can recall a few years ago when I said to myself, few years from now, this industry is going to blow up. Back then, we were looking at under 10% of participation of the world. Now, we're looking at over 40%, right? Crypto, blockchain, decentralization is sparking interest, especially in a world of high inflation. So, this one is coming to you by beingcrypto.com. All right. And who's the writer? Jeffrey Gogo. The man named Gogo to blood cleat. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, Gogo, thanks. Crypto wallet provider looks to turn Philippines resort Boracay into Bitcoin Island. So you hear about um the Latin country that made its national currency Bitcoin. Now Philippines resort, a resort in the Philippines, starting to accept payment in Bitcoin. So people can now pay for homemade food from roadside restaurants using Bitcoin in Boracay. The small resort town, famed for its white sands and palm trees, is being turned into a Bitcoin island. Some 120 businesses have so far signed up to allow users to make payments in BTC, developing the next generation DAO operating system. I think that's something else. People can now pay for homemade food from roadside restaurants known as what them call it? Carandarius, using Bitcoin in Boracay, the Philippines island famed for its white sand and palm trees. The small resort town in central Philippines, along with the west coast, is being turned into a Bitcoin island. Over the past 4 months, cryptocurrency wallet provider Pouch has been on an aggressive dive into increased Bitcoin uptake on the island. You know what that tells me? That tells me a lot of the early investors in Bitcoin is in Philippines. Wherever you see all these things are popping up, these guys, that's where these guys are. Big and small business sign up. Some 120 businesses and big and smalls in Boracay have so far signed up to allow users to make payments in BTC. Why not? If I can pay you in BTC and you can take that money and turn it into real fiat currency, it's a payment system. And according to the SEC, Bitcoin is not a security because it's proof of work. There's no way that they can control it. Yes, it's eating up a lot of energy and resources that we need on our planet, but they can't control it. According to the Pouch Voice President, Bill Hill, the plan is to establish a macro economy running entirely on Bitcoin, he said, while promoting crypto tourism. Right now, we are focused on getting businesses to accept payment so there is somewhere to spend, Hill told Crypto in an interview. The ability for people to top up their prepaid phone credits with no fees on any carrier is an surprisingly killer app. The stores love it because it is no fuss way of being able to support all carriers at once. Easy way of supporting all carriers at once. You see this technology here? Do you see this technology? Founded by American ex expatriate Ethan Rose in 2021, Pouch is a Bitcoin wallet provider that leverages the Bitcoin payment layer Lightning Network, allowing users to seamlessly send and receive money across borders. Its website says the wallet is still in beta testing. So the $1 billion remittance market in the Philippines, I think this is something totally different. Um, I'm gonna read a little bit of it, and then I'm gonna get over to the Boracay Island. That joint looks very refreshing right now. The $1 billion remittance market in the Philippines. The company is primarily targeted to tap the multi-billion-dollar Philippine remittance market, the world's third largest, with faster and cheaper Bitcoin transactions. I think this is related. Digital nomads, the digital nomads, the Bitcoin lovers who feel at home away from home are also being taken into consideration. Hill, the Pouch VP, said Bitcoin adoption will help Filipinos save millions of dollars every year on commissions for remittance while giving access to financial services to those with no bank accounts. The remittance market is starting to happen. That is a big goal. Hill told Being Crypto over $35 billion comes into the country every year, losing about 7% fees and taking one of 3 business days. We bring that down around 1% or less and instantly. Come on now. Where's Ripple? Where's Ripple? You see why the SEC is fighting this? That's 7% right there. That's why they want control of this technology. Filipinos working abroad last year sent $31.4 billion to support their families back home. The money is often used to pay for education, food, and clothing, start even to start a building, build a house, cover daily living costs. It is a vital tool for survival for families in the Philippines. Yeah, after the IMF destroyed their country through loans, control loan, focus. But too much of the money is being taken in transfer fee by financial companies like banks. According to the Royal Bank, the global average cost of sending remittance is about 7% and over 5% for South Asia. This is by far too costly when compared to Sustainable Development Goals target of cutting financial transfer costs to within 3% of total transaction valued by 2030. Listen, it seems like 2030 is the big number. 2030 is a big number, man. Everybody's projecting 2030. Presidential invite. Pouch is licensed by the Philippine Central Bank to facilitate transaction in the local peso as well as in Bitcoin. While regulatory compliance in the Philippines has been smooth, it remains a big hurdle for expensive in the US. Quote, we would love to get invited into the president of the Philippines. We would love to get invited into the president of Philippines office to discuss the project, Hill said of Bitcoin Island. I don't know what I was thinking there. He revealed that some of their staff and service providers are already being paid in Bitcoin using Pouch, something he believes will be commonplace. It will be a commonplace in Boracay in the next few months. So something is. He quoted again. Something is simple. Something as simple as payroll services is an unsolved problem here. Hill stated, "We are fighting for every centimeter of adopting, forging a circular economy right now. Although the immediate focus is on Barkay, Hill is confident that its unique selling point, which includes low transaction fees, will give its product national relevance throughout the whole Philippines." I have another question. I have a question. Now, if Bitcoin is so much, Bitcoin is a lot of money, man. You know, you can't to even get half a Bitcoin. Right now in Canada, I think Bitcoin is trading at 26,000, 25,000. To get half of Bitcoin is like over $12,000. Now, how are people going to afford to buy Bitcoin in order to trade? Isn't, I don't know. Maybe there's more I need to learn about the space. Maybe that's a question I need I should ask myself so I can do the proper research in this matter. All right, let's continue to read because I'm very excited in seeing that island. We are really trying. Quote: We are really trying to gear up for the start of tourist season in October. Already, random Bitcoiners are here, seeing the business and spending sats. The more that happens, the more the imperative to accept Bitcoin. He explained, and you know what? That's a good point. And I wasn't even thinking about that because with inflation in the north and in the west and all over the world, um, I was pondering to myself, what's going to happen in December, one of the biggest spending time of the year, right? Not thinking that, hey, lots of people are going to be traveling in December as well. What's going to happen in small islands and stuff like that? So this is a good idea that these guys are rolling out uh, uh, Bitcoin payments in this island like that. It's a good idea to offset offset the volatility, right? Of especially being in this volatile market. So Bitcoin volatility with a population of 35,000, Barkay becomes part of an experiment of migrating from traditional fiat currency. However, it will not be the first town in the world that has attempted to run on Bitcoin. El Salvador, the first country to adopt BTC as legal tender in September 2021, has become as Bitcoin Beach, and Honduras as Bitcoin Valley. El Salvador's Bitcoin bet has been hit hard by the crypto market downturn and the pushback from the IMF and rating agencies policy disclosed holdings of 109 million are now worth this 46 million. That's fine. You know why that happened? Is because El Salvador bought Bitcoin when it was high, when it was higher than what it is now. So obviously, with the downturn of the market, you're going to see that. But all these joints are new. Bitcoin is only what? I first heard about Bitcoin 2009. Bitcoin is only what, like what, 13 years old? It's still new. To deal with volatility, Pouch will allow users to make and receive instant payment in the local peso currency. It says, all right, so we get the point. Let's go over to this Barkay Island, man. Yes, and that is Boracay Island, Philippines. starting to use Bitcoin as payment option. Wow. As we continues to see the rise of crypto and digital, and soon, guys, this is just the beginning. Soon we're gonna see the merge of the digital world. We're already living in it. It's just the payment. The money is gonna transform this entire world. And of course, you have the greedy ones, SEC, the SEC, trying to control the technology so that they can have control over everything. That's all they want. They don't feel satisfied unless they're in control. Narcissist.